So that's the definition of a monopoly. And one of the concerns with a monopoly is that it could stifle competition. And one way monopolies stifle competition is to buy up any little startup that pokes its head out of its shell and has something cool. Now imagine if Excite had bought Google. Didn't happen. There were a few folks that tried to buy Facebook and existing companies, players at that time. And it was pretty tempting. It was at one point very early on, and Facebook not even really, just starting to get, millions of users, but trying to raise money, when Zuckerberg could have sold the whole company for like $1 billion and walked away with hundreds of millions of dollars and, gone to the beach. But he didn't. So what seems to be happening now is that these big, huge players, the Googles, the Facebooks in particular, are buying up the cool little companies. They bought Facebook, as we all know, bought Instagram. And now Facebook is Instagram, and this gives Facebook an entree to younger folks like you guys who like Instagram a lot better than they like Facebook. They also bought WhatsApp, 2014, $19 billion, most ever paid for a VC-backed startup. And now they've bought VR startup, so Facebook is on the hunt. They're looking around from their tall tower. The beam of light, the big red eye, circles around and looks for, anything interesting that, pokes its head up above the tree level. And the same with Google. So, what that means is that it's less likely that these companies will be replaced by someone with a smarter technology or a better application. They'll buy them. And that means they can do what they want more and more. They can set the policy in the whole category for privacy, for whatever they price their ads at, So it is an issue, and it is worrisome to a number of people who look at the industry, that there's just not enough new blood, not enough new things coming in and shaking things up, that the current players are just too big. TikTok's a new one. I have a link to show you guys TikTok videos, but I just really don't really know why I want to do that, because I would guess that most of you see lots of TikTok videos, so you know what the application is, and it is a relatively new one. My understanding is it comes from China somehow, and it's a way for China to get its software and get a major social application outside of China, which is pretty interesting. But it's very popular and kind of the thing of the moment for the last year or so. Let's talk about social sites and influencers. Now, this is my daughter's favorite influencer, because she is a pugaholic. She and I share a little pug named Eloise, who's currently staying with my daughter. We kind of swap her back and forth. And this, for those of you who don't know, is Doug the Pug, major social influencer on Instagram and other things. According to Business Insider, brands are heading towards spending $15 billion a year by 2022. And you've got celebrities with the massive followings, like these ones you see here, the Kardashians. But there are also smaller influencers that reach certain audiences that are very attractive to advertisers. This is going to click to the link here. It's to a Business Insider influencer marketing report that those quotes came from. And there's not a lot of lot more stuff here, but okay, so 15 billion, we said that. So all right, so it's a big thing. Lots of companies. Okay, 8 billion in 2019 in spending towards influencers. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you in these classes know people who are making some kind of a living by being influencers in fashion or music or whatever the case may be. It's mostly Instagram, 79% Instagram. Okay, tapped by brands. Okay, partners, brands need to make sure that the influencer aligns. And this is a whole report that I don't feel like buying, but it's interesting. And let's close this little puppy and get back here. And okay, we said this. Yeah, we said that too. Sorry, folks. Okay. They want longer term partnerships. Here's another piece out of the New York Times. This is about an agent at a major Hollywood talent agency that handles, movie stars and TV stars and everything else. And every one of these major Hollywood agencies has a digital talent person who is looking for interesting influencers on the social media platforms, and they're signing those people up to deals and then representing those people to marketers and advertisers and then getting a cut of the money. And here are some of the top Instagram influencers. And again, my bet is that I'm not telling you anything you don't know a lot better than I do. Let's see here. These are some of the top ones. Oh God, look at all this damned marketing crap you get, right? Hate it. Okay. 24.7 million followers. Ay, ay, ay. Look at all this. 20.5 million. There's that king. So these people can make a big living because they reach, depending on the audience they reach, right? Just like any medium. Okay, so influencers on social media, big deal. It is a big deal. Okay. Affiliate marketing means putting a kind of a standard template of a marketing program out. You create ads, mostly banners, probably different sizes, and you make them available on your website. For any other website that wants to come on and run the ads, you'll pay them a certain cost per click or cost per sale or however you want to do your deal. And 800 Flowers had an affiliate marketing program, and when I was there, and still does. And what happens is you get all these, what's called the long tail, which is all these little teeny tiny sites, run it just to make some kind of money. They'll run your ad and then, put in how many impressions or clicks they got, and you'll verify that, and then they'll earn money, and it's all automated. Of course, email is huge. House list emails average almost 20% open rate. That means current customers. And look at the cost. The point is that the cost is absolutely nothing to send emails, particularly to your house list. If you're sending it, and that's to build customer relationships and deepen the loyalty and get people to buy more products and all those kinds of things. Prospecting, you're probably going to be renting a list and trying it out to see how it does, but you can test, see how many prospects you actually bring in and sell something to and who they are and are they going to be good customers. Very, very cheap to do these things. But of course, the issue with email is clutter, like this poor person's room here. And the important thing, of course, in an email is the subject line, which is very much like the envelope in a direct mail piece. Based on the subject line, you decide whether to open it or ignore it. Okay, I'm going to stop here, and then we're going to describe this program, which some of you may have heard about already. It's an email marketing program with Hive and Choice Hotels, just similar players to the video that I did with Hulu, but this time it's a different client.